everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aisha, and if this is your first time stopping by, please subscribe. So it is Sunday, and I typically do not vlog on Sundays. Like, I do not like to vlog on Sundays because it's usually my one day of the week to get my entire life together, because I like to usually spend time with my friends on the weekends. As you see in the vlogs, like, I'm literally always doing something, at least Saturday, maybe even Friday. But Sundays, I'm like, no, I don't want to go out. I want to stay home. I just want to, pretty much set myself up for the week. So I love a good Sunday reset vlog. Even though I tend to not vlog on these days, whenever I do, I feel like it shows me how useful all the things that I'm doing actually are. Like, sometimes all that Sunday prep, it can be a little bit tedious, but when you watch it back, you're like, wait, that was actually so productive of you. So we are just gonna have a typical Sunday with me. This is pretty much what I do probably like every Sunday. I will say I've been falling off of my Sunday routine lately just because I've been feeling like tired, burnt out, maybe just a little bit busy. So I'm actually happy that I'm filming this today because it's holding me accountable to get back into my routine. But this is full on a realistic Sunday reset. So hopefully you enjoy this. So I slept in a little bit later than I wanted to today. I still woke up like morning time, but I wanted to wake up really early because I just wanted to get a head start on the day, but it is perfectly fine. I tend to have grace with myself whenever I sleep in on Sundays because it's probably like the one day of the week that you can actually do that without feeling that guilty, you know? So right now I'm about to make some coffee because I need to wake up. I have so much to do today. I need to clean my makeup brushes for one, do laundry. I have to clean my room today. Like, I just feel like I have so much to do, and a good day always starts with a good cup of coffee. So I'm just gonna use my Nespresso machine. I'm gonna do the double espresso dolce. The only thing is that I ran out of creamer, so I don't know how good this is gonna be because I'm gonna have to use regular sugar, which I don't really like to do that in ice drinks, but we're gonna have to make it work until I buy some new creamer. So let's make my famous latte. To have to use sugar today, which I literally never use sugar like this in my lattes. I always use a creamer or a liquid sugar, but hopefully this is good because I literally have nothing else. Like, I even ran out of my syrups. Let's pray for the best. All right, first sip. Let's hope for the best. It's actually pretty good. It dissolved well. I'm not really tasting any sugar grains. Okay, we saved it. So I just realized that I ran out of eggs. I literally ran out of everything at this point. Like, we're just gonna do the best of what we have. So I'm gonna make protein waffles instead. Usually Sunday is when I like to start eating decently again. So I try to eat clean. I'll say Sunday-ish to Friday-ish, like somewhere in that range. And then usually like between Friday and Saturday, I kind of give myself the grace to eat whatever I want. Whether that's going out to eat, like, I just know that I'm probably not gonna stick to my healthy meal prep on the weekend when I'm out with friends and stuff. So those are the days I usually give myself to, you know, eat whatever I want. So Sunday is usually my reset fitness wise too. So I don't typically work out on Sundays, but whenever I can, I'll try to at least eat a little healthy. So we're gonna make protein waffles because that is all we have. And then I actually have turkey bacon too. So I think I'm just gonna put those two together and hope that it fills me up. I might also make a yogurt parfait to give me some extra protein. But right now I'm just gonna spray the pan with some avocado oil. This is typically my go-to spray oil. I don't really measure, I just add enough till it looks like enough. And the key to making protein waffles taste good, because sometimes they can literally taste like protein powder, you have to add cinnamon. So I just add a decent amount. And then also a little bit of vanilla extract. So I add literally like a drop of it in. And then I mix it together, and it makes the waffles taste so good every single time. Like, I love adding this to it. Forgot I literally had the pan for the bacon on. So your batter will look something like this. So the cinnamon in there, it ends up smelling so good too. Okay, so since I don't have eggs, I'm just gonna make something with this Greek yogurt. So this is plain Greek yogurt. I add like a few scoops of this, just enough to get the full serving size. I think this is enough. You could definitely add more if you want, but I don't want too much. And then I usually add chia seeds and granola. So chia seeds is really good with fiber, so it's just a good way to make sure you're flushing out your system. And I don't really put a set amount. I kind of just put it until it looks like it's enough. And then I add a little bit of this almond butter granola from Trader Joe's. This is so good. The clusters are a little big, so I tend to not put as much, and then I just break it up with my spoon because they're like huge clusters. And then I just drizzle a little bit of honey on top since the yogurt's plain, just to give it flavor. And this is pretty much how it looks. It's so good too. Really high in protein, fiber, all the good stuff. And this is my very boring breakfast as well. I ended up making a pancake, so I just have turkey bacon, pancake, and this, the yogurt, and then I also have the coffee that I made. So that is pretty much it. I'm gonna eat and then continue on with my day because I have a lot to do. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. Honestly, meal prepping is probably one of the most tedious things ever next to laundry for me. Like, I could do any chore, but meal prepping is just a mental task for me. So I'm trying to get it out the way before I clean my room and do everything else I have to do for the day, just so I can be completely done with it. So typically when I'm meal prepping, I like to just cook things that I can use those same ingredients for different dishes in the week. So I'm kind of just making one batch of something and eating it differently for the week. So even though it's a little boring and it could get a bit repetitive, I only make it to last like 3-ish days. Typically after it's done 3 days, I'll just either make something new or I'll buy food maybe that one day of the week for whatever day I'm in the office, and then that's about it. So I'm gonna make like a chicken fajitas style kind of meal because I do have beans that I really want to use. So I want to make this chickpea bean salad that I made a long time ago, and I just remembered it today, and it is so good. It's pretty much like a Mexican bean salad. Like, you just add these beans, you add cilantro, tomatoes, almost like a pico but with beans in it, and it is so good. It's high in protein, fiber, and it's really easy to put on top of chicken, put it on top of rice. Like, it's just so good, and it literally takes like 5 minutes to make the salad. But of course I'm gonna make some chicken with it, and I'm just gonna stir fry it kind of like a chicken fajita. So I'm just chopping up my ingredients right now. Again, I'm really trying to make this super simple, chopping this onion up, and then I'm gonna use half of the onion diced for the chickpea bean salad and then half of the onion sliced for the chicken fajitas. So again, just using as many ingredients as I can for multiple meals. This is how the bean salad looks. It's so easy to make. It's very fresh, easy to add to like rice, chicken, like any kind of protein. And yeah, it's just so good and really cheap to make, especially since the can of beans are like $1 each. This whole thing would probably take you like less than $10 to make. So I'm just gonna put some olive oil in this pan and then saute the onions and then the chicken next. don't mind the air fryer going in the back. I realized I had a piece of salmon that I could prep because I have a sauce that I made with salmon last week and I still have some of the sauce left, so I just prepped the salmon. I literally put like salt and pepper on it. But that is what's in the air fryer right now. I'm probably just gonna eat that with rice or something sometime this week. So right now I'm making a sauce for these chicken fajita bean kind of salad that I have. So I'm just putting Greek yogurt just because it's healthy. This is plain Greek yogurt, so it's really easy to add to anything because it doesn't have any flavor. And this is pretty much just gonna be a dressing on top of the chicken and the beans, so really just a creamy, simple sauce. So I'm adding a fresh avocado to it, and then I'm also gonna add cilantro and lime. I made sure to buy one that's actually ripe. Done meal prepping, put everything away. So right now I need to clean my room because you obviously can't see right now, but I just have so many little things lying around, like hair products that I used the other day, just things that don't need to be around. I also need to disinfect everything, mop the floors, put my laundry away. So we're gonna do all of that, and I'm trying to time myself to keep everything under an hour. So I'm trying to literally clean my brushes, put my clothes away, clean my desk, all of that in an hour, which I feel like is very doable if I'm just like if I'm on it. I really feel like I could do it. So yeah, let's start cleaning. Right, it is time to wash these makeup brushes. So I don't even want to tell you how long it's been because it is quite embarrassing. So I'm just going to use this deep cleansing or deep cleaning brush shampoo from Sephora. I honestly think it's one of the best, most affordable cleaners that I've used, just because it's super gentle, it doesn't have a strong smell, it cleans your brushes really quickly. I like to just pump it straight into the pad. I actually am running out, so hopefully this is enough to clean my brushes, but this just makes it super easy because I add a little bit of water, swirl it around, and then that is it. Hi everyone, just finished showering, but I'm excited to try this new product. I bought this literally like a month ago. I think I bought this during the Sephora sale, but I was waiting until I could film it, and for some reason I'll keep forgetting. And my eyes, I mean, you can't see right now because I just put products on, of course, my skincare, but my eyes have been very dry lately because of my allergies. So allergy season is not my best friend. Like, that is literally the worst time for my skin. I tend to get bumps around here, just like really dry, patchy skin around my eyes, and it is so annoying. No matter how much toner or serum or whatever I put under it, it just acts exactly the same. So I'm actually excited to try these Faded Topicals eye masks. So everyone has seen these, especially during that big Ghana PR trip they had. Like, they literally had me hooked. I was in Ghana during that time, and I would literally see people wearing these, and I'm like, I need those. They're meant to be brightening, and they're for under eye darkness and puffiness, which I think will be perfect because I've definitely been noticing when I at least wake up that my eyes are a lot darker and drier. So yeah, we're gonna use these. Honestly, I've heard only good reviews about this. The only downside that I've heard so far is that they work, but they're so expensive, or too expensive for people to be able to keep up with them and buy them over and over again. Like, it's a temporary treatment, but if you wanted to buy these or use these long term, you'd end up spending a lot of money by replacing them a lot. So that's the only thing that I heard that was probably like the one downside, but I don't really mind that because I don't tend to use things under my eyes. I don't use eye creams or anything. Maybe I should, but I tend to not use those kind of things. So I'm really just planning to use these when my eyes really need them, or probably even prepping my skin before a big event, making sure that my makeup or my eyes, you know, everything sets well. So I am very excited to try these. So this is how they look. They are so cute. Like, one thing about topicals, they know how to market. Like, I think that is really where they just excel. They feel so nice. I had them in my skincare fridge, so they're nice and cold. Yeah, this just feels so nice under my eyes right now. If you're planning to use these, put them in the fridge because it just feels so cooling under your eyes. Like, wow. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave these on as I continue with the rest of my night. So it says to leave them on for at least 15 minutes, so I think that's perfect. I might even leave it on for like 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, let's continue with the rest of my routine. On Sundays, we journal. So I have been struggling with journaling lately. I used to be really into journaling, and I think I kind of made my journal my outlet for anytime something was going wrong, and not so much when things are going right. So when I overcame a lot of the things that I was journaling about, I just, you know, stopped writing in it. It was like, okay, you already overcame it, so what is there to write about? And I really feel like this is such a crucial time in my life. You know, I'm in my 20s, and there's just so many things that I'm experiencing for the first time. So I really want to get better with journaling because I want to be able to document my life and look back years later. I mean, even these vlogs is obviously a way of me documenting my life, but in my journal I can get really personal and just write my aspirations, my goals, the things that I want, like my future goal. Like, I can just write everything in here, and I have been really struggling with doing that lately. So I've kind of set this thing for myself, which I've been pretty consistent with. I kind of fell off last week, but I've been making Sundays my journaling days. So instead of beating myself up for not being able to do it during the week because I'm working or I'm tired or I'm busy out with friends, whatever it is, I just use Sunday nights as my time to journal anything I want. So what I've been doing lately is just journaling things that either went well, pretty much just reflecting on the entire week before. So everything from the Monday up into that Sunday, what were the good things that happened, notable things, what were things that made me happy, sad, like, doesn't really matter. Just writing anything because I want to be able to reflect on, you know, my journey and just life in general. I also like to set goals for my week in the journal. So anything that I really want to work towards in the week, any goals that I want to set for myself, this is the time that I use to write that. So the next week I can read it and see if I actually achieve those things. I think it's fun journaling your life. We are the main characters in our lives, so we need to act like it. And this journal is all about you. I am fully free to write whatever I want in here, so I just want to utilize that and yeah, just be really in tune with my emotions, my thoughts, my goals, all of that. So yeah, we're starting a new entry today. By the way, I got this journal from Target. I think it was on clearance for like definitely under $10. Like, it was a really affordable one. And I honestly just like journals that are super plain, you know, ones that just have lines in it. It has the little date section at the top, which makes it easy to write the date, and that is pretty much it. Nothing fancy. I just want a book that I can full on jot notes down, draw in if I want. Like, it literally doesn't matter. This is just my safe space, you know? And if you're like me, you struggle with what to write, I know that Pinterest is great for finding journal entries. I've actually found great journal entries on there before. So obviously the part about my week, I'm probably not gonna say out loud because I feel like your journal should be personal to you. But I do want to talk about the goals that I at least have for the week, things that I'm trying to work towards for the week. So Honestly, this week I'm really proud because I meal prepped today and I have not really been meal prepping lately. I've been eating out a lot and not even eating out unhealthy. Like during the week I'll just buy healthy food, which healthy food, if you know, is very expensive. One meal you could have probably made an entire week of food with that one, with the money you bought that one meal with. So I felt so accomplished today actually meal prepping something, and it didn't even take me that long. It was something I actually see myself eating and enjoying, so that is definitely a goal I have for myself this week. Not only meal prepping, but actually sticking to my eating goals for the week. So eating as much protein as I can, whether that's through shakes or eggs in the morning, turkey bacon, tuna, like any way, Greek yogurt. I'm just really trying to up my protein intake because I think that's the part that I struggle with in my fitness journey, is not even going to the gym. I've really built a consistent routine with going to the gym. I can go 3 to 4 times a week without fail. But when it comes to eating, sometimes I'm kind of lazy with eating or cooking. I just eat whatever is available, whatever is the quickest to either buy or make. And it doesn't always help me towards my fitness goals. So that is something I really want to work on, especially because summer is basically here. It's a few weeks away and I want to feel confident in the clothes that I wear. I want to feel good in my own body, and yeah, so I'm really trying to change those eating habits. So definitely goal for this week, sticking to my meal prep, eating clean, and yeah, just trying to hit those eating or protein intake goals. And speaking of fitness, a goal of mine this week, of course, is going to the gym. So like I said, I've been pretty consistent with going to the gym, but I really want to get better with still moving my body or doing some kind of workout on the days that I don't go to the gym. So sometimes based on or depending on my work schedule, my gym schedule kind of fluctuates, but I just want to get in the habit of either doing a yoga workout at home, doing a nice jog or run, sprint, like just really getting into the, you know, getting into fitness without the gym. So I don't want to make the gym my only excuse for working out. I want to actually be able to move my body whenever I can. So that's another goal of mine this week. Not only going to the gym because I know I can usually do those things, but also staying active outside of the gym and taking a walk, getting fresh air, enjoying the good weather, and not just making excuses like, oh, since you couldn't make it to the gym today, I'll just go tomorrow. Like, no, go on a jog, get up, and work. And my next goal for this week is definitely reading. So I'm in a book club, but we've kind of been on pause recently, so I think we're gonna start it up again. But this is the last book that we were asked to finish, and I have just been struggling with reading so much lately. It's just that I just always make an excuse. I'm like, okay, you're tired. How about you just watch TV? How about you scroll on TikTok or Twitter? I'll just waste so much time. And I really want to get back into my book nerd, bookworm habits. Like I used to be a huge reader when I was younger. That's actually one of the reasons I even joined the book club, because I really wanted to get into the reading habit again and not using my phone so much, not being on social media all the time, just disconnecting and reading words. Like I think it is so important to read. Like reading is so important. It honestly enhances my vocabulary. It just makes me more thoughtful. It makes me more focused. It just does a lot for me. So I'm really trying to get in the habit of reading at least 15 minutes a day. It can be either in the morning on my way to work. That's usually probably the best time because that's like my decompressing time before I start the day. Even 15 minutes at night, you know, turning off all my social media, phone on do not disturb, and just reading, focusing on this. And this book is actually really good. So it's called Black Cake, and they have a show for it on Hulu, which is why I'm actually trying to finish it so I can watch a version of it on Hulu. But this book is very interesting, and it's not even that I'm not interested in it, it's just that I keep making excuses to not have time to read it. So I will say this week I've been a lot better with reading it. I'll read like multiple chapters in a row, which feels so nice because that's also how you really connect with the book. I love when I'm reading a book and I feel like I'm in the actual book. Like I can visualize the story and the characters. It just makes it so much more exciting to read. And sometimes when you're reading 5 pages at a time, it's hard to really get into that mode because you're not really getting the full storyline. You're getting choppy bits of it. So I really want to challenge myself. 15 minutes minimum, but 30 minutes would even be ideal, I would say. And just read and enjoy and decompress, relax, even getting a cup of tea, you know, setting the mood up, turning a candle on. I just really want to get back or fall back in love with reading. So yeah, that is 100% one of my goals this week, and I am gonna stick to it. I said it out loud now so you can all hold me accountable. If you need to bombard me in the comments like, did you read today? You can do that. I won't even take it personal because I need someone to actually bully me to, well, nicely bully me. Please don't actually bully me, but nicely bully me into sticking to my goals. And of course, a goal that I'm always working towards, even if I don't say it out loud or write it down, is making sure that I'm praying, remembering God, like really, you know, connecting with your faith. I think that is so important. You know, whatever faith you are, sometimes it's good to just take a step back. You know, we get so caught up in the everyday life and the things that don't matter, the things that stress us out. Just, you know, all these things, all the worry in the world, there's just so much happening and it can be very exhausting. So sometimes just connecting, like for me, connecting with God a couple of times a day, like that really just helps me balance myself, bring myself back, like basically root myself again. Remember that there's always a greater plan, that some things are out of your control, and that's a good thing. I'm just a human, I'm flawed, I make mistakes, but at the end of the day, there's a higher power. There's so much more to the petty or irrelevant things that we think about, and yeah, it's just really nice to remember that sometimes. So yeah, if you can, take some time out of your week and just remember that. Like whatever you believe in, just reconnect with that. And yeah, it's a good way to just center yourself, especially when so many things are out of our control. It can just become very overwhelming. So yeah, that is a good thing that I always try to journal about, like always just making sure that I'm staying connected with my faith. So I think I can end this vlog here. I'm probably gonna read a little bit, eat dinner soon, and then just chill for the night. Probably edit this video if I wanted to go up in time this week. And yeah, that is pretty much it. But I really hope you enjoyed this Sunday reset. I love filming videos like this. I hope this video was helpful. I know I love watching videos like these because it gives me great ideas on how to stay organized and on top of things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So I post on Mondays at 3 p.m. So please put the bell notification on so you can know whenever I post. And I hope that you're all resting well, resetting, recharging, and having an amazing productive week. And I will see you in my next video.